Hey guys, so today I'm going to be reviewing a couple BareMinerals products that I got last week from Ulta. The first one is their matte foundation, which looks like that, and then I also got their Primetime Oil Controlling Primer. So I've used BareMinerals for a very long time. I've had their original foundation and their original primer and their original whatever, and I've also tried a lot of their new Ready things, which are like not their loose minerals, but they're like compact makeup. So I've always been a big fan. My mom, my sister, we all love it. But since I have oily skin, I've wanted to try this matte foundation for a minute, and I don't know why it's taking me so long. But anyway, I've worn it all week. It's the only thing I have on my skin right now is the primer and the matte foundation. So I wanted to just kind of talk about it, show you what it looks like on its own, and just give you my initial thoughts of how it's done this week. This is in shade Fairly Light, which is the same shade that I have in the original, but it seems to be a little bit warmer on my skin than the other one, maybe because it's getting, more into winter and I'm getting paler, I don't know, but it just seems a little bit warmer. I swatched both on the back of my hand. Now this one you can probably barely see, but there's a streak right here, and that's the original, and then this is the matte over here. Now the original is kind of already absorbed into my skin, and the matte is still staying on the surface of my skin pretty well, so that's a good sign as far as like the longevity of it. And as far as keeping me matte, it's done a great job. I'm definitely less shiny. I can definitely tell that it's staying on there longer. But the problem I have with this is that it doesn't seem to cover as well as the other one. I'm putting this on with like a big dense kabuki, and then I'll go back and conceal with their Max Coverage Concealer, just pat it on that same foundation. And I don't know, it just seems like I'm working harder to cover more. And it's still, I don't know, showing a lot of discoloration of my skin. If you can see that, I don't know. So I'm not really impressed by that, but it's keeping me matte, which is great, but I'm still on the fence. I'm like 50-50 on how I feel about it. The primer, on the other hand, I am in love with. It looks like this. It looks just like their original, except it has that pink band there at the bottom. It says Oil Control. And I want to say this was like $18, $17, something like that. It's pretty small, but a little bit goes a long way. I used 2 pumps just to make sure it's like all over my face and rubbed in really well. And this I've used under the BareMinerals, obviously, but I've also used it under my Clinique Stay Matte Liquid Foundation, as well as my Revlon Color Stay Foundation. And this has just made my skin look so flawless. It's really blurred out my pores, and it's kept me so matte. I've just really been impressed with this, so I definitely am hooked on this one now. If you have oily skin and you don't really worry about like concealing as much as I do, this would be a really great option. If you just want to do like a once over all over your face and then be done with it, this is going to work really great for you and keep you pretty matte. But the primer I think is going to work really well for anybody, especially anybody with an oily skin type, because it just smoothed everything out and kept me matte. So thank you as always for watching my videos, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!